It's hard for Julianne now because her heart is in a really good place right now, you know, and her heart is in a good place with somebody I also love very much, you know, Raver. It's hard for Julianne now because her heart is in a really good place right now, you know, and her heart is in a good place with somebody I also love very much, you know, Raver. Raver guested in my concerts and he surpassed lahat ng mga expectations namin sa career niya. Uh, but before we actually shot the video, kinausap na ako ng director as to how it was going to be treated, how the video was going to be treated. That they would get a couple that would express each other's, you know, what they felt for each other, what they felt. In other words, past tense. Now, that can be positive and that can be negative. So what I did was I just sang it with no with the least drama, you know, and I just allowed the couple because sabi ko, uy, iba yan ah. Talagang they're going to tell each other, yes sir, they're really no longer together and they're really going to let each other know. But not in the spirit of war and revenge and regret, but more of yun nga, a closure without without the hope of the person coming back, but just letting the other know. Kasi yung lalaki, meron na rin siyang bago. And the girl is happy, pero makikita mo sa reaction niya na parang, "Ugh." But it's a new chapter. And new chapters in life don't always begin in a happy way. They sometimes can begin in a very painful way. And this, so when I did the song, when I recorded the song, from the very start, it had to be, what are you feeling as a guy? Gary, what would a guy feel singing lyrics like this to the person and to the girl? And I left Julianne to do her own thing to express it her way, so that it's our vocals are blending with each other, but emotionally it's not the same. And I think it lent itself to the way the video was going to also be produced. With me kasi, because of our station affiliation, um, you know, I'm thankful that regardless of where we're at, you know, whoever we are associated with, I'm thankful that Universal Records is one recording company that we are both a part of. So it's possible to do something like this. Ngayon, ever since medyo matagal ko nang naririnig yung, Gary, have you heard ano of this Julian San Jose? And I would say, wow, okay. What about her? Tell me about her. Including feedback from my son, Paulo, who is a director, who is very particular about who he works with. So he would go, Dad, you know, you should, never mind, kasi your kapamilya, she's kapuso. Then a few weeks later, you know, Dad, have you seen Julian San Jose? You know, you should, never mind, kasi you're with ganyan, ganyan. It was always like that until I got to do an album under Universal Records called Awit at Laro. And this was the concept was the funds would go to UNICEF and it would focus more on encouraging children to play. In other words, play with more than just their two thumbs on, you know, on gadgets. They would, not that they would put that aside forever, but just to know that they had more muscles in their bodies para makapaglaro sa labas. They have sweat glands that are supposed to work. So we gathered different songs kung saan we touched on some original songs like Pitik Bulag, which we actually gave to Julian to record. Unfortunately, that was sometime in 2018, and that's when I went through my whole health, you know, challenge. But she went into the studio, and she went in, I think, with Mon. I'm not sure if it was with Mon Faustino or was it Jonathan Manalo. I'm not sure who. But ang pagsabi sa akin was, ay tinanong ko, sino gumawa ng mga backup vocals? Sir, si Julian po ang nag-asikaso lahat niyan. Seryoso ka? Siya nag-isip ng lahat yan? Opo, sir. Siya lahat. Okay, so all the more, naging ano, naging parang again the feeling na tama to, buti na lang naisali siya dito sa album na to. Now she's not a part of my album, but I'm a part of a song of hers, a duet. And excited ako kasi hindi ako nagsulat nito eh. So I'm really treading on new ground here. Usually it's a song I wrote or I co-write, but it's her song. And mukha naman bumagay naman, what I did.